I would like to introduce Dr. Gamal Al-Din, who works for the Ministry of Agriculture, His Excellency Minister Wally, and he will be discussing fiber and yarn products since the policy reform in Egypt.
Chairman and ladies and gentlemen, for this paper we can introduce it into a very short voice. After a long time that we have in the last paper, we can say that this paper will deal with something very important to cotton industry in Egypt. It deals with the analytical study of development of Egypt yarn and textile product exports before and after economic reform policy. As we know that Egypt, as all countries, be under the market laws after the liberalization age that we live in. So, we can ask ourselves, what is the effect of this liberalization on our agriculture sector usually, and especially on cotton industry? In brief, we can say that, okay, as a classical look, we can say that by turn the yarn to manufacturing products, it gives a good added value and for the economy. But it is very easy to export and especially under the liberalization conditions that now it is easy, it is a very important question. In brief, this paper in 4 parts. The first speak about geography of Egypt cotton yarn and textile distribution product exports. As we know that here in Egypt we have 2 period times is very distinguished. The first before liberalization and after liberalization. For the cotton sector, we can say before 92 is under full control by the government for cotton sector. After 92 began to liberalize everything deal with cotton sector. So what is this effect on this cotton industry? The paper says that before all our cotton products go to street block, but now can we open new markets, especially the western block, especially after gap conditions? That is the problem. The second part for this paper deal with development of Egyptian export of cotton yarn and textile product. In spite of difficulties that fast cotton industry, there is a good what we can call it, a good chance for cotton industry to have markets, especially in Arabian countries, also in European countries. So how we can catch these opportunities and to make it more grow. The second part for this paper deals with trade of between exporting raw cotton and manufacturing textile products. In brief, is about 13 times as to get added value for the raw cotton to export as manufactured textile. So it is a very good benefit for the economy to do that. But how to face the difficulties? I think the more important in this paper is the last one, that deals with conclusions and recommendations that pass on local conditions. We say in this paper for the conclusion that it is imperative to modernize the spinning and weaving industry in order to prevent its breakdown and to maximize the benefits to national economy. Following are the reasons that support the distinct need to upgrade the industry. Severe combination from imported and single fibers and RMG. High import cost. Raw cotton accounts for about 50% of the total cost. Energy, machinery, replacement, and or renovation and skilled labor account for about 30%. Redundant labor, or what we can call it low productivity. Over-taxation, we have about 20 types of taxes. High interest rate on credit. High tariffs on imports have collectively linked to lower levels of liquidity and subsequently ability to promote reforms. The resultant of this constraint was the industrial incapacity to cope with the rapid changes in consumer preference in both the domestic and the world market. As a result of such state affairs in the industry, we have three basic companies that under study have incurred historical losses of about 1,332 million Egyptian pounds, with overall debts amount to 30 million Egyptian pounds in 99. Was left with a large product carryover worth of 10 billion Egyptian pounds due to inefficient productive policies. Small and medium scale private textile plant were obliged either to shut down or to move to other neighborhood countries like Jordan to benefit from tax holidays and other privilege. Rapid, remarkable policies are needed to get ready for time when the GAP agreement will be fully implemented on 5. Industries upgraded is also important for EU partnership agreement. Following are some wide recommendations. We have some recommendations deal with cotton production, also for spinning and weaving industry. For the cotton production, reinvigorating the cooperative's role in extension and the market. Developing short season cotton variable to enable farmers to grow a winter crop before cotton and subsequently increase profitability of the cotton pass rotation. Promoting the concept of consolidated cotton areas to facilitate proper planting decision and the integrated crop management system. Ministry of Agriculture should continue to apply the floor price system unit market mechanism if eventually still. Okay. improving the marketing system efficiency with a view to reducing marketing costs. In addition, cotton classes graduates must receive continued training to improve their skills and maintain mutual trust with the partners. Excuse me, more translation be more slow. Second, that deal with spinning and weaving industry. Financial, administrative and technical restrictions not only at PES companies but also at the private sector companies. Retrading is seriously needed to improve staff performance. Providing union protection and support in a manner that does not contradict with the state's obligations in the WTO or in partnership agreement. One way of doing this, One way of doing this is to subsidize input prices to domestic spinners, including raw cotton or imported machinery. Likewise, tariff, taxes and charges imposed on product exporting must be passed out and export credit guarantees be provided. Providing credit facilities to spinning and weaving factories in order to help them to modernize their machinery and import state-of-the-art technologies so as to produce high-count yarn. For example, number 50, which is in conformity with the spinner properties of the Egyptian cotton. Developing the dyeing and finishing industry to cope with fashion lines and compete well in world and domestic market alike. Consumer preferences must be carefully monitored as they change from time to time. Maximize the advantage of Egypt-EU partnership agreement, especially the Industry Modernization Program, IMP, before full implementation, with a view to restoring and enhancing the competitiveness of the Egyptian textile industry. Attending to the rules of origin in any negotiations for partnership agreements in order to protect the domestic industry against dumping. Labor restriction in conjunction with creating the small enterprises for early retiring employees. This seems to be more economically viable than just paying them cash compensation. Applying strict measures as possible in terms of subsequent textile products which consist in fair competition with the domestic manufacturing products. Okay. 1 minute. Encouraging private national and international investment in the textile industry through which moderate technology package can be introduced to efficiency utilize properties of the Egyptian cotton. As we see now, if we cannot pass the problems that face cotton industry, will have a great crisis, especially after their implementation that on fire. Thanks too much.
Thank you, Dr. Gamal.